This is my summer vibe. Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel, Literary Love 123, where I like to complain about the heat of summer in South Alabama and talk about books. Today, I'm going to do a little bit of both and some more too. So, join me for this summertime rant video.
Filling up my cup, coffee talk on the screen porch.
Summertime makes me sad and miserable. So, first, I'm going to rant a little bit about it, and then I'm going to get into some of my recent book purchases as well as a few other things that I've purchased recently. So, let me just tell you, other than just affecting my level of happiness, summer also affects my ability to cope and be a regular human being. And here are two incidents that I offer as proof for my statement. First of all, I dared to go out during the day one day last week. And as I was leaving the store, I had my bag in hand over here, and I had my keys to remote unlock my car. So I did the little remote unlock. I got to the car and I was like, why is this not working? I was trying to open the door, getting all hot and angry. It was it was not my car. It was a car that looked similar to mine, but it was not mine. So, yeah, cue embarrassment and, my looking around to see if anybody saw me. I don't think they did. So I, tucked my head under and then went to my own car. I didn't learn my lesson then, though, because I dared to go out again yesterday. And so as I was getting something out of the car. There was this really big, I mean, just overly ridiculous vehicle, just size wise. It was just, I don't know. If you have a big vehicle, I'm sorry, but this one was just absolutely ridiculous. And so they had their mirror out or whatever. And I dropped something as I tend to do. And I leaned down to pick it up. And when I picked it back up, all I did was slam my head into the mirror on that big ass vehicle. And I was like, you know what? Once I came back to no, it didn't knock me out. But I was like, you know what? I just can't go outside in the daytime. So yeah, that's my rant about summer. So, what can I do to survive summer? The first thing I can do is buy books. So that's what I did. So let's talk a little bit about the books that I have purchased recently. The first one I want to talk about, I'm about mm, maybe a fourth of the way through. Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman. And I did talk about this book in my what video was my June TBR video, I think. I will say that this was said by a lot of horror authors and horror reviewers to be really scary. There's a whole slew of people on the back who've talked about how scary it is. I'm not getting that so far. And I hope it happens because I genuinely want a book to scare me. And there's not really one that has. There are some that have creeped me out, but I want something that's really going to terrify me. And I was hoping it was going to be Incidents Around the House, but so far it hasn't. But fingers crossed that it will. The next book I want to talk about is a book that I have listened to on audio, and that is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. The hard copy. I listened to Don't Fear the Reaper and The Angel of Indian Lake also, and I freaking loved all three of these books. This is now my favorite series of all time, the Indian Lake trilogy. So I hope to get the hardback edition of Don't Fear the Reaper and The Angel of Indian Lake soon. But I love this cover and I love this book. So the next book I want to talk about, I'm saving until winter time. I have a certain vlog in mind that I want to do for winter, and that is The Terror by Dan Simmons. And let's read a little bit about this one. The men on board the HMS Terror, part of the 1845 Franklin expedition, the first steam powered vessels ever to search for the legendary Northwest Passage, are entering a second summer in the Arctic Circle without a thaw. stranded in a nightmarish landscape of encroaching ice and darkness. Endlessly cold, they struggle to survive with poisonous rations, a dwindling coal supply, and ships buckling in the grip of crushing ice. But their real enemy is even more terrifying. There is something out there in the frigid darkness, an unseen predator stalking their ship, a monstrous terror clawing to get in. I've heard great things about this book. And I do see, we got this little sticker. It's not even a sticker, it's on the book. Now an AMC original series. But I'm excited to read The Terror this winter. And I wish it was winter right now because, as I mentioned before, I loathe summer with every fiber of my being. But on to the next book I want to talk about. This one is called Final. I'm going to blame my lack of ability to speak on the heat. Final Girl Redux or Redo. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So, yeah, I'm going to chalk that up to the heat too. Anytime I mess up on this video, I'm going to blame it on the heat. And this is by Kimberly Pinson. And it is a relaxed exploration of women's place in horror movies. So I like that word relaxed because I have talked a bit on some of my videos about grad school burnout and how I feel a lot of pressure sometimes, even when making videos for YouTube. So I'm trying to be more relaxed. So I like this approach. And I'm also working on a series that will be upcoming on my channel for Final Girls. So I'm excited to dig into this. And I love this cover. It's so vibrant and so pretty, which is also going to tie into something else I want to talk about in a minute, too. So, other than books, I've also purchased a few other like bookish and other type items. So, one of the things that I got, and I pick these up every time I go to Dollar Tree, and that is these colorful little tabs. So, they're only like $1.25. So almost every time I go, I just pick up tabs because you can never have too many tabs. And I just thought, how perfect is it that they really match this cover so well? Look at the little, is that like film type things? Look at that. I just thought that was cool. What else? Also at Dollar Tree, I got a few pens, just some, inexpensive pens because I'm trying to not spend too much money unless it's on books. Hmm. And the two little summer coping skills you saw me at the beginning with. Also, this lovely fan that came from Dollar Tree. And so did my Wake Me Up for Wine. Whatever you call that thing, eye mask, whatever. I also got some stuff to kind of try to do a reading journal. I've been so terrible at reading journals. I've spent a fair amount of money on really fancy type reading journals, and I just have not used them. So I would like to one day invest more in that. But until I see if I can actually do it, I decided just to pick up a few things from Dollar Tree. To kind of see if I can be a journal type person. So I just got this purple binder. Purple is my favorite color. Um, and then I just got just little cheap tabs and kind of separated it into different months. And also, let me just grab up. We'll just look at the October since that's my favorite month. Just this little pack that came with calendars in it too. So I could kind of keep track monthly of what I'm reading. And then I wanted to talk about some journal pages that I got. I believe is it Kayla or Kaylee Creates? I'm going to link the Etsy shop and the journal pages down in the description box below. But you have like a reading log, you have like reading notes, a little page for favorite quotes, and then a page for the book review. So these are like my master copies that I'll make copies of as I need, but I've gone ahead and put several of them in the upcoming months to try to encourage me and give me something concrete to write on and concrete to kind of write down, certain quotes and things like that. So maybe I'll see that I can be a journal girly. Will find out. So I think that's about it. This is just a quick video to share with you my misery about summer and to find out how do you cope. If you live in a place where summers are miserable, how do you cope? What do you do to get through this time of year? If you like this video and you would like to see more from me, I would definitely appreciate it if you would hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss a video from me. Happy summer survival. Bye.
Filling up my cup, coffee talk on the screen porch. So in love, now you're the one I'm losing sleep for. And I hope the wrong one slip right through your magic fingers.